The United Nations has 193 member states. FIFA has 211 member associations. But 9 sovereign states still have no FIFA member representing the country as a whole, and the reason is different in every case. One is represented by 4 FIFA teams, another has a Champions League club but no national side, others are held back by geography, funding, or unsuitable pitches, and one has never played an official senior men's international. This is the United Kingdom on a political map, one sovereign country. But switch to the map of international football and the UK disappears. In its place are England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The reason is football history. England and Scotland played the first official international match in 1872. Wales and Ireland soon created teams of their own, and by 1884, the 4 were competing in the British Home Championship. FIFA would not be established until 1904. By then, the 4 British teams had already existed separately for decades. They did not divide after joining international football. They entered it as 4 independent associations and were allowed to remain that way. Their special position still exists today. Each association has its own FIFA membership, World Cup campaign, and permanent vote on the International Football Association Board. A combined British team occasionally appears at the Olympics as Team GB, but it is not a permanent national side. So the United Kingdom belongs on this list with an asterisk. It is not unrepresented within FIFA. Instead, one sovereign country is represented by 4 teams because its football system is older than FIFA itself. Monaco has one of Europe's most recognizable football clubs, but no official national team. AS Monaco has won 8 French league titles and reached the Champions League final in 2004. But the club belongs to the French Football Federation and competes in France's league system. Monaco's national side is completely separate. The Monegasque Football Federation was established in 2000, with the team losing its first match 5-0 against Gibraltar. But because the federation is not a member of UEFA or FIFA, Monaco cannot enter the European Championship or World Cup. It instead competed against other non-FIFA teams, reaching the final of the 2006 Viva World Cup, an unofficial world championship for national and regional teams outside FIFA. There, Monaco suffered an extraordinary 21-1 defeat against Sapmi. Monaco has no conventional national club league. AS Monaco competes in France, while the Principality's own competitions are mainly amateur workplace championships. Its federation remains outside UEFA and FIFA. That has produced 2 footballing identities, a famous club and a national side that remains almost invisible. Vatican City is the smallest sovereign state in the world. It covers less than half a square kilometer and is so small that its football ground, Campo Pio Ondich, is located outside the country in Rome. But Vatican football does exist. Its association was founded in 1972, followed by a domestic league 1 year later. The national team is primarily selected from Vatican employees, including police officers, postal workers, government officials, and members of the Swiss Guard. Very few of them hold permanent Vatican citizenship, making it difficult to assemble a consistent squad. That problem became clear in 2010, when Vatican City was expected to enter the Viva World Cup but reportedly could not assemble the required 15-player squad. But its absence from FIFA has also largely been a choice. Vatican football officials have historically preferred to remain amateur, emphasizing friendship, conduct, and participation over the commercial side of the sport. The remaining 6 countries are all located in the Pacific. Kiribati consists of 33 islands scattered across approximately 3.4 million square kilometers of ocean. It has a national team and an association, but no suitable international stadium. Kiribati played its first match in the 1979 South Pacific Games, losing 24-0 to Fiji. It has played 11 recorded internationals without winning any of them. Every one was played outside Kiribati. The national stadium in Bairiki has a sand surface, preventing the country from hosting international matches or meeting FIFA's infrastructure standards. Kiribati is an associate member of the Oceania Football Confederation, the OFC, giving it access to development support, but not World Cup qualification. In 2026, a Kiribati delegation attended the FIFA Congress for the first time, renewing the federation's campaign to become a full member of both the OFC and FIFA. Tuvalu has already appeared in World Cup qualification, despite not being a FIFA member. At the 2007 South Pacific Games, Tuvalu entered a tournament that also served as the opening stage of qualification for the 2010 World Cup. This made it the first non-FIFA team to participate in an official World Cup qualifying match. Tuvalu drew 1-1 with Tahiti. But because it was not a FIFA member, Tuvalu was not eligible to advance beyond that stage. Like Kiribati, Tuvalu is only an associate member of the OFC. Its officials have pursued FIFA membership for decades, even traveling to FIFA headquarters in 2008. Once again, the biggest obstacle is infrastructure. Tuvalu has only around 26 square kilometers of land, and its limited football infrastructure, including the lack of training grounds and hotels for visiting teams, remains a major obstacle to FIFA membership. Space is so limited that players sometimes train on the runway at Funafuti International Airport. In 2025, its futsal team prepared there while parts of the training area were flooded by high tide. Micronesian football is best known for three astonishing scorelines: 30-0, 38-0, and 46-0. But these were not defeats suffered by the senior national team. They belonged to an under-23 side competing at the 2015 Pacific Games. The actual senior team played its first matches in 1999 and won that year's Micronesian Cup. It later entered the 2003 South Pacific Games, but has not played another recorded senior international since. Maintaining a national program is particularly difficult here. The country consists of 4 states: Yap, Chuuk, Pohnpei, and Kosrae, spread across a vast area of the Pacific. Connecting their separate football communities requires expensive domestic travel before a national team can even leave the country. In 2023, the 4 states organized the country's first national futsal championship and re-established its football association, aiming eventually to join the OFC and FIFA. Palau's problem can be seen in the dimensions of its pitch. When it hosted football as an exhibition event at the 1998 Micronesian Games, the field was too small for conventional matches. Teams played 9 aside, games lasted 80 minutes, and Palau even entered a second team largely composed of Bangladeshi residents. Palau returned for the 2014 Micronesian Games and reached the final after a crowdfunding campaign helped cover the team's travel costs. Its football association has organized domestic and youth competitions and was admitted as an associate member of the Oceania Football Confederation in 2006. That affiliation later ended, and Palau is currently a member of neither the OFC nor the AFC and remains outside FIFA. Palau's football program depends heavily on volunteers, limited funding, and access to a single main field. When that field was renovated in 2024, the planned return of its league was delayed for months. Until recently, the Marshall Islands was widely described as the last country without a national football team. Organized football barely existed there until the Marshall Islands Soccer Federation was established in 2020. The federation began developing coaches, youth programs, facilities, and a national squad. Then, in August 2025, the country finally played its first senior international. But the match was held thousands of kilometers away in Springdale, Arkansas in the United States, home to the largest Marshallese community outside the islands. The Marshall Islands lost their debut 4-0 to the U.S. Virgin Islands. 2 days later, their second match, against the Turks and Caicos Islands, ended in a 3-2 loss. Yet, it produced a historic moment. Josiah Blanton scored the country's first goal. The Marshall Islands is still not a member of FIFA or a continental federation, but it now has a federation, a national team, and plans for a domestic club competition. Until June 2026, this country was officially known as Nauru. It has since adopted its indigenous name, the Republic of Naoero. At only 21 square kilometers, Naoero is the world's smallest island country, but its most popular sport is not football. It is Australian rules football, which has dominated sporting life on the island for more than a century. Association football has remained far less developed. Local representative teams have occasionally been assembled. In 1994, one defeated a team of Solomon Islander phosphate workers 2-1, but this was not a full senior international between two national teams. The country's football federation was relaunched in 2023 with the goal of creating its first official national team. Proposed matches against American Samoa and the English amateur side Reading XLFC were later discussed, but neither took place. The Reading match in particular proved too expensive to organize. In 2026, the Federation delayed the national team project to concentrate on grassroots football, local players, and members of the Naoero and diaspora in Australia and Fiji. A new national stadium is also being constructed ahead of the 2028 Micronesian Games. Naoero is still building the football system a future national team will require. And following the Marshall Islands debut in 2025, it is now the only sovereign country never to have played a senior men's 11-a-side international against another international team. Which country has the best chance of joining FIFA?